Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Chelsea
And I'm Nishit.
and welcome to another MS in US series video, guys. So this video is the most requested one. Actually, you guys requested on Instagram and on YouTube both.
Right.
And you wanted to know our visa interview experience, so we are making this video for you guys. So we are going to divide this video in 3 parts. The first will be the steps that how to get a US visa, and the second will be our visa interview experience, and
Right.
the third is going to be what are the mistakes that you should not make throughout this entire process. So guys, now Nishit is going to talk about all the steps that you need to follow.
Yeah. So first, after you get your I-20 from your US university, the first step would be to go out and fill the online visa application form, which is also called DS-160. So that will be your first step. Second would be to decide which consulate you are going to give your visa interview. It is going to be Delhi, Mumbai, or whichever is the most convenient or your choice. So you choose that, and then depending upon that, you schedule your visa interview. So while scheduling, you have to make sure you make 2 appointments. First is for your biometrics, and second is for your actual visa interview. So these are the 3 steps, major steps that are required. You also have to make sure that before you go to that actual visa interview, you have already paid your service fee. As you all know, that service fee is comes along with your I-20. You have to fill that. So yeah, these are the steps that are involved in this entire visa process, and yeah, that was the sequence of it.
So guys, now we are going to talk about our visa experience. So first we will start with the day 1, which is the biometric. So yeah, Nishit, tell us about it.
Yeah, so day 1 is pretty simple. It was pretty simple for me as well.
Yeah.
So I went there like 30 minutes before my actual scheduled time for the interview. I went inside. It was pretty cool. They took my passport, and then they asked me to stand. They took my photographs, took my fingerprints. So that was pretty simple. Just I think it took around hardly 15 to 20 minutes, Chelsea.
Yeah, that is just a basic step, guys. That is nothing like very serious. That is just a normal step.
And that doesn't decide whether you're going to get a visa or not. Yeah.
So now we will be talking about the main day, which
the D-Day.
Yeah, which literally freaks me out even when I think about it. So yeah, we'll talk about that.
And for both of us, just like it was Delhi consulate. So Chelsea, when you reached that window, what was your feeling? Just a little bit of background.
Yeah, I was very scared, and the girl standing like behind me, she literally was telling me, "You're not scared," and I was like, "Don't even say that."
Yeah, we all are scared. Let's agree to this.
Yeah.
There's no second thing.
Yeah, but you have to be strong and just have that mindset that this is it. I'm gonna get this thing.
Yeah.
I have this mindset.
Be confident, basically. That is what is important.
And just because throughout my visa interview, I was literally smiling like a fool person. I was literally looking like a fool, but that worked actually.
Yeah. So So when you reached that window, what was the first question that the officer asked you?
Yeah. So she asked me that where is my college.
Okay.
So I told her Poughkeepsie, New York. So you need to know the address of your college.
Okay, that's nice. That's good. Yeah. And then what was the second question that they asked you?
Yeah, then she actually asked about my financial documents, which was my loan and my other bank details, which had like savings and other stuff.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And after that, she asked me that who is going to pay my loan.
Mm-hmm.
So I told her that it's on my father's name, but I'm going to pay my loan. And she was like, okay.
Okay, good, good. Did they ask you any question about the course or anything around that?
Just after this one, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then she asked me that why are you choosing this course in this specific college?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for this, I just told them that the course structure of Marist College is really nice and I find it really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I did my undergrad in computer science, but I am very fascinated when it comes to like data analytics and studying with data. So I really wanted to pursue in this field, not in actually computer science.
Oh, that's nice.
So,
If you talk specifically about your course, give them some background and how it is related to your area of interest, they are really kind of happy.
And I also told her one thing. I had one subject in my undergrad which was data mining, and you also have this subject in my master's.
Okay, in your course structure in master's.
Yeah, in my course structure. So I told her that I had this subject, so I was very fascinated with this subject and I wanted to study this subject in more detail.
Right.
So that is one of the reasons.
Okay, that's good. I think that was I think you answered confidently.
Yeah.
You answered to the point, and you basically did not, beat around the bush or something.
Yeah, and I did not fumble, guys, like not even once.
That is good. That is really good, because my case, which we'll talk about in few minutes, is what completely different.
And just one more thing which I would like to add. So I applied for like my master's visa just after my undergrad. So I did not have any work experience. So this is for all the students.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I did my undergrad and then I applied for my master's.
So yeah, after Chelsea answered all these questions confidently, I think, did they ask you any other question after this?
No.
Okay, that's nice. And just what the most important thing? What documents did you take there, and what documents did they ask you?
So actually, I had a bunch of documents, but they only asked for my service fee receipt and my passport, my financial documents. If you have a loan, do carry that, and your other bank account savings and your I-20. That would be it. Like for me, that was.
Okay, that's nice. And what was your what was your feeling when the golden words, your visa is approved, came?
Yeah, so when she told me, I didn't believe. So I was like, I asked her one more time, and she's like, your visa is approved, congratulations.
Yeah,
oh my god, like
that is I would say the best moment of any master students, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nishit's experience. So Nishit, we already talked about the document, so we'll just jump into the questions actually.
Right. Yeah. Let's go to the questions.
Yeah. So what was the first question that they asked?
Yeah, let me just give a little background over here. So I applied for a tourist visa in 2016. Okay, and that was rejected. So I had one rejection on my profile. So I was very scared because those were the steps that again went in front of my eyes. So I was like, oh my god, what will happen this time? This really means the world to me. So that was my mindset. So I was very underconfident, I would say, and I was scared.
I know.
And
very scared.
Yeah, I was very scared. So yeah, coming to your question, right? What was the first question that she asked me? Can I have your I-20? I gave her my I-20. Then she asked, what is your course? I told my course is MS in IS, and I'm also going for a dual majors. I'm going to major in BA and IS both. So she was like, okay, fine. And then she asked me about the course structure over here. Trust me, I prepared this, I think, more than 50 times. But just because I was so scared, I just fumbled. I explained everything, but that was not me. I know that that was not me talking over there. I was so scared, and she had to actually say what 2-3 times. I'm like, again, I'm going to screw this. So she asked me a couple of questions around that. Then the next question was about. I think she did not understand my entire explanation. To be frank, when I explained about the course structure, she did not understand it completely. But then she moved to the next question, that how are you going to manage your financial expenses? I told that I have this much of savings in my bank account, and then I have an education loan as well, so I'm going to manage it all by my own, and this is my proof of documents. She was like, okay. And then she looked at my documents, and that wait of 30 seconds looking documents and doing something, I was like, oh my god, what is going to be the next thing? And then she said, your visa is approved. I was like, what is this for real? And I was so relieved, because I don't think that I would say that my visa interview was good. So it was very average. I was very underconfident. But yeah, I had the answers ready, and she understood those things. So yeah, that was it.
So Nishit, just one question. So which I think that our viewers will want to know that even if your visa gets rejected like one time, it will get approved, right, for the second time.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I think like it all depends upon that day.
Yeah.
How confident are you? How true you are to the profile, what you are presenting, and to the documents that you have. If you have everything okay and you answer confidently, not like me, then you will definitely get your visa. Like I think there's a lot of hype about this visa process and this rejection and all those things. but it's not actually that difficult. That is my experience, personal experience, though I have a rejection once on my tourist visa. But I would still say that, you know, if you have all the documents, if you're going to a good college and you have your everything ready with you, then they don't have any problem. You're going to invest in their country in education, right? So anyways, you're going to invest a lot of money, so who would say no?
So just be confident, guys, and even if you applied for student visa and it gets rejected one time,
it's okay.
But it's fine. You will get your visa will get approved in another time. We have seen people, we know people like. So.
I specifically know one person who was in marriage, whose visa was rejected thrice. But the fourth time she got her visa, so it's okay. It's absolutely fine.
Yeah, so now we are going to talk about the last thing, the mistake that you should not do, and some other random stuff actually.
What are the questions that you prepared and you, through your research, you found that those things we should be ready with those things? What were they?
So the last part was our experience guide. So it's not actually necessary that you're going to get the same exact question. So that is the reason we are giving you a bunch of questions just for an example, because we also prepared that. One, which is the very basic one, is definitely knowing your course structure. Why are you choosing that specific course and in that specific college?
Yeah, that's very important.
Yeah, you need to make sure that you do all your research for that.
Yeah.
Now the second question.
Yeah, so the second question that you should prepare would be like financial documents. You should not miss any point. If you are going to say that I'm going to finance my own education, you should have that amount of savings in your bank account. If you say you have a loan also sanctioned, take that actual loan sanction document with you. Take your bank statement, and that also like stamped bank statement and recent one. Don't do any mistakes on this, because that is the most deciding criteria. That is, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
If you say that, I'm going to manage by working part-time, that is not.
That is the biggest mistake. You should never say that.
Even if you are planning to manage your own expenses, don't say those things over there. Just be like, have enough savings or have enough documents to say that, okay, I'm in good financial standing to go for masters. So that is the second question I think you should be prepared for.
Yeah, and the third one is
the city. A little bit. Know about your college, where it is located, why are you preferring it. Those answers actually tell the counselors that you are prepared, you have done your research. You're not just going there to just go, but you're actually going there to study, and you have studied all the pros and cons of the college, of the locality. So I think these 4 or 5 things you should definitely prepare like by heart, right? And any tips, Chelsea?
Yeah, and the last one is, a lot of people ask that if they have a gap year in between. So usually they don't ask, but if they do, have a proper reasoning for that. Definitely, if you're taking a gap year, you have a proper reasoning for that.
Exactly.
So have a proper reasoning. And the last one is I guess they don't really ask you about your GRE and TOEFL score, but you can carry the documents with you, like the score, but they don't really ask. So it's totally
because
fine.
They have that already in their system. But I think it's good to carry those documents as well, and actually know what was your score. Don't mess that up, that you got 325 and you are saying I got 330. So that is also. And the most important tip that I think we should talk about is be confident.
3, 2, 1, start. So guys, one more last tip is that if you are talking about your college, so just make sure that you have you have done your research properly. Like if your college have some collab with some company like Maris2 have with IBM, so just know that how it can be useful for you and talk about it in your visa interview. And if you are a working person, so any advice on that one?
Exactly. So for me, I had 4 years of experience at the time of my visa interview. So what I did was, at the time when I was explaining the course and why I chose Maris, I kind of included my experience, what I worked, what tools I worked on, what technologies I worked on, and how is it relating to my studies ahead. So that made a kind of impression, and at the same time, I also put it out that I have an experience of 4 years. So do that, because it's good. It's good to show that. So that would, and the final tip would be that be confident and keep smiling. And even if you are messing it up, just hold on, breathe, and then answer again. So that's it, guys, for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned something out of our experience. So if you have any questions, put it down in the comment section and we'll make sure we reply to it as soon as possible.
Or you
And,
can follow us on Instagram
yeah.
and you can DM us. We are totally fine with that as well.
Yeah, and if you have a visa interview
Yeah.
upcoming, all the best for that. You're going to rock, and it's going to be a yes for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, we give you our good wishes. For
Yeah,
that.
just keep smiling even if you are scared.
Yeah, that is the best thing that you can do.
Yeah. So we'll see you in the next video, guys. Thank you for
Goodbye.
watching.
Thank you for watching.